What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. It's bright and early. Today we are determined to make this thing run good. So as you guys saw in the last video, I tried putting in the new ECU, I tried making new keys, I tried putting two new keys together, making a Franken key, but none of that worked. And today we are going to the locksmith and hopefully he can do something about it. If not, we're gonna have to go to SV Performance and they can for sure do something about it. So right now we're gonna drive there on the 04 ECU and we are going to come in here. We have the 05 ECU right there, and I'm gonna plug that in outside the locksmith and then see if he can program the new keys to that. There is a bad thing that can happen, so I can plug in the 05 ECU and then have it even run like worse shit somehow possibly, and then I have to repay the locksmith to program my key back to the 04 ECU and it'll run like slightly crap. So let's get out of here, let's go down to Curly's Locking Keys and hopefully he can help me. Oh, my hat! Damn wind. This thing is crazy loud and it stinks. See, I put duct tape right there because it smells like gas on the inside. She's definitely an ugly girl. Definitely getting rid of those canards and that little thing right there. And then, since a lot of people run the black lip, I was thinking about wrapping that into the color that I want so the whole car matches. And then I still need to get side skirts, but that's for another video. But I think honestly she's a perfect candidate to wrap. Oh yeah, very excited. Sick. Alright, so Curly is right here on 164th and 1st Street in Vancouver, Washington. Always hook me up. The owner is such a huge help. He's always willing to stick his hand out to help you as much as possible. I got all three of these keys programmed for 75 bucks when SV Performance were down to do one key for 95 bucks. I'm not saying that they're a ripoff, it's just Curly's is just such a good deal. So we're gonna do the first one, and this is on the new ECU. As you can see, that thing's dangling right there. Plugging it in. This thing's sick. And she starts right up. The main test is going to be driving it. If you guys remember, the 1st through 3rd RPM was really rough, and it almost was like it was misfiring, but it was just leaning out one. But it was just leaning out on one side of the engine. But it was just running super rich. So right now I'm going to try to drive it and then see if she's all Gucci, and then go get some gas. Cause yeah, look at that, 32 miles left. Let's see what mileage I've been getting. 8.9 mpgs on this thing. So yeah, that's been bad. And I haven't even been ripping on it because I didn't want to destroy anything. But sick. Okay, I'm stoked. Hopefully that fixed everything. Feels a lot better. We'll have to see it on the road though. I don't know if it fixed it. Damn. Damn, this thing's still super slow. I don't know if that did anything. It is just so slow still. It feels exactly how it did. Oh, that sucks. Fuck, this is annoying. I thought it was gonna be mint. Oh, that sucks. Wow, look at that thing. That was sick. But yeah, she's just like dying. Look at that, look how low the idle's dropping. Should not be doing that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should just change some spark plugs or something. Oh, that's sick too. Damn, this sucks. Alright, since the keys bummed me out, we're going to the park. Me and my little boy. Where's the swing? Where's the swing? This is where me and Molly met in middle school. Yeah, look at that. It's crazy, coming back to your old schools. The school's even going on right now, but there's nobody here. Are you having fun, baby? Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh my god! This is how they learn, like Nova.
He made it all the way from the park to the car. What is that? Come here.
Ew.
Ewy.
Come here.
Alright, now that we are home, we can tell you guys a story about yesterday at work. So, let's start it off by saying I've been working at this delivery Chinese food place for a little over a year now. And ever since I started working there, the Toyota Camry that I've had to drive has made a horrible ticking noise. And every time you brake, it would show the oil light on. So I'm constantly telling them, can I put more oil in this? Blah, blah, blah. The owner's really cheap, so he doesn't really want to do oil changes as frequently as she should. Yeah, you definitely should be changing oil more frequently, especially if it's a delivery car that you're driving 100 miles a day. So long story short, I was driving it today. As soon as I hopped in the car, I noticed that the ticking from the engine was a little louder than normally. I did a couple deliveries in it, and then I went out on a 3 delivery, and one was super far and then the 2 were close, and so I went really far for this first one, and it was perfectly fine. I was driving on the way back on the highway, and then boom, out of nowhere the ticking got horribly worse, and it was full on knocking. And I'll post the first Instagram video here. So as you can see, it was really making a loud noise. I'm not sure if you can hear it too good. I have the shittiest phone on planet Earth. Right then and there is when I messaged inside the group chat saying, hey, the car is about to die, and they thought the battery was about to die, but I meant die forever. And they said try to make it to your next delivery, so I did. I made it to the next delivery, no problems. I knocked on the guy's door as I was giving him the food, and he was like, damn, like something's wrong with that engine. And I was like, I know, bro, it's really bad. So it was already knocking really loud, and then as soon as I was leaving that guy's house, it got like really loud. It started being like irk, 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 irk. Thankfully that guy's house was like 5 minutes away from the next guy's house, so I made it at the bottom of the last guy's street, and I took a right, and as soon as I gassed it a little bit, it just went boom, boom, boom. I was going like 25 miles an hour, and everything just completely shut off. The power steering shut off, and I was like, and it turned me into one way, but I managed to get it into the middle of the road because I didn't want it to be directly in front of somebody's house, and I was trying to start it. I'll post a video of me trying to start it right here, and as you can tell right there, it is completely gone. It was not starting at all. I literally ran up the hill about a quarter mile to deliver the last guy's food, and then on the way back my manager was like, what happened, what happened, what happened? And I basically told him the engine is gone. Like, I didn't pop the hood yet, but I knew exactly what happened, and here is where I started my video on my phone. Sorry, my phone sucks. Right now, oh yep, there it is. You can see straight through the block. It exploded. I told him. So as you can see, the engine bay was covered in oil. There was bits and pieces of metal all down on the bottom of the tray, on the bottom of the engine bay, and yeah, you can completely see the block being opened and like a rod or crank, something hanging out right down there, and it's not supposed to do that. I made it back to the store, and everybody was kind of laughing and giggling, like everybody knew that the Camry was gonna blow up, but the thing only had 142,000 miles. I didn't show it, but the car has been like totaled. The whole rear quarter panel was completely crunched in by another person that worked there before me, and that car was already gone. But it's just weird that the engine blew so fast. And I can be honest, like I didn't rip on it that hard. Like honestly, I actually tried to make that thing like last as long as possible. But that day it just was not having it. Yeah, it's probably gonna be gone forever. I don't see them doing an engine swap or anything. They've been buying Priuses. Priuses seem like the best delivery car. So from earlier in this video, you guys remember that the engine is still running bad after I got the new keys and the new ECU in, so I'm really bummed. I just don't know what to do. It's actually running worse than it was on the 04 ECU, which is weird because that's what the guy at SV Performance told me. So I messaged the guy at SV Performance just now and I told him everything that's going on. It's actually running worse. It's a little more responsive, but it's running way richer, and it's not even, sometimes it won't even let me rev past 3K and it'll just sit at 3K and just backfire, be like pop 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 pop. I drove it to O'Reilly's and I got all the codes checked, and it's still 2 O2 sensor codes, rich codes, a camshaft position sensor or crankshaft position sensor. I don't really know. I'm really thankful for Oscar at SV Performance. He's been really helping me out, even though I've been kind of bummed that I've been putting so much money into this thing, and I had to pay him to do a bunch of stupid stuff that I could have done myself, but I couldn't have figured it out, and so that's why I paid for him to do it. But he's been really sticking his hand out to help me over Facebook, and I've been messaging him a lot of the problems that I'm having, and he's been trying to help me as much as possible. And so with these new things and all these new codes I sent him, he believes that since I have a 05 engine and I just put in the 05 ECU and I still have a 04 harness, that might be the problem. So what we're going to try to do is get the 05 harness onto this engine, which really sucks because that's literally what I just paid him $700 to do, was to make sure the harness was completely on there perfect. But because that's what the problem I thought it was. I thought it wasn't getting a ground somewhere, and that's why it wasn't starting at first. But it happened to be that the flywheel was misaligned and I put that on wrong. So yeah, so right now I guess I'm gonna have to get the 350Z into the garage, and I'm gonna start taking apart that whole harness and then putting in the new harness. I got the 05 harness right there, and it's actually a lot better condition than this harness is. The oil pressure sensor are all like redone, the MAV sensor is redone. That's completely mint, and hopefully this fixes it. I honestly am the worst at putting the harness back where it's supposed to be, so this is gonna be really challenging for me, but I think I'm just gonna tape off every single thing and then yeah, try to just put it in as good as I can, I guess. Already got the hood off, about to take the intake off, got the battery unplugged. I think this might be easier than I thought it would be. Just like that, the whole harness is out. It only took about 30 minutes, but yeah, that is not the hard part. Taking it out is easy. Putting everything back in is the hard part. So the hardest part to get around this was these 3 stupid wires. I was just making it really hard to get through everything. But those go to the electric fan, and as you can see, that electric fan is pure trash. It's a single fan going in the middle of my radiator. I haven't had any problems, but I also haven't been drifting it at all. But speaking of shit fans, Bango Mishimoto electric fans came in. This was 200 bucks. I should probably hit them up for a sponsorship because I need oil cooler for this car. I'm not gonna put these in right now. I will put those in another day. But yeah, looks like we are going to start putting in the new harness. Whew. And look at that. Pretty much got the whole harness bolted in, plugged in at least. And then yeah, I just need to bolt in like the little grounding points on the transmission. I don't know if they're grounding points, but just gotta bolt in everything. And then I still have to put on the MAF, put on these intake hoses, and then oh yeah, I still need to get O2 sensors, because on the 04 harness, this is what the O2 sensor looks like. It is a 6-pin O2, and I need a 4-pin O2, which is right here. So what I ended up doing to the last one, if you guys remember in the last video, I cut the other ones off and I threw them away thinking that I wasn't gonna use them anymore. I actually only cut one. So this is the one I need, and I only have one, so I have to go spend $117 that costs less right now to go get another one. But I think that's gonna be it for today. Yeah, I definitely don't want to start it tonight. The neighbors will literally come over here and kill me. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put in the O2 sensor tomorrow morning. Gonna figure out that, hi buddy. So hopefully after I finish putting in the new harness, I'm gonna plug in the O2 sensors tomorrow morning, and she should run good. If she doesn't, then I'm gonna be really, really mad. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys liked everything that's going on with the Z. Trust me, this thing is going to be moving a lot faster as soon as I'm done with all these engine problems. Like I said, I already ordered my vinyl. It should be here tomorrow or the next day, and then I'm not gonna start wrapping it until I'm completely confident with this engine and have it running mint. Hope you guys like the story of me Rodknocking the Camry. I thought that was a pretty funny story to put in today's vlog. But yeah, peace out. Take care.